All right, you know what? We want to mention this a lot earlier. Colin Quinn, a good friend of ours.
Good friend of the show.
His show last night was really, really good.
Very funny, clever, the least politically correct show I've seen on television. It kind of gave me a new hope. It really did. Just a bunch of guys of different races and ethnic backgrounds coming together and ragging each other. And Patrice was on it.
Keith Robinson?
Yeah, Keith Robinson.
You guys in Philly might remember Keith warmed up for Jim Norton there.
Yeah. And
Nick DiPaolo? It was pretty much everyone you see at the Cellar on any given night.
Yeah, the Comedy Cellar. When they were sitting around and they're just kind of talking about racial profiling because of the terrorism, and they're just ragging each other. It was refreshing to see that kind of comedy on TV, and I really, really hope it does well.
He killed, and now that he's a big star again, he's blowing us off because we want to promote his show.
It's so funny. It's a live show, right? So Colin comes out on a set that looks like Saturday Night Live.
He's pretty much telling Lorne Michaels, this is what I would have done if you gave me a chance, you douche.
This is what I would have done.
Right.
And he comes out, he does a monologue.
I sit behind the desk. I could do other things.
He does a monologue, and it's live.
Yeah.
And then he goes, everyone starts clapping, and he goes, okay, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. And I'm waiting here, live from New York, Colin Quinn Show. It has a Saturday Night Live look, but the biggest part of it, it looks like when SNL first started in the 70s, you know? Like it's very loose, it's very hangout feeling, and funny. The goddamn thing was funny,
How were the reviews on it?
I don't know. I didn't read any. I saw it. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, but I just want the show to be around.
You know what? They're so politically incorrect, and people are so sensitive with racial humor. And the truth of the matter is, we've hung around enough of these comics and everything. They goof on each other, and it's brutal. You watch them and go, these guys cannot be friends. They can't really be friends. But they are really, very close friends. That's what happens. So the fact that Colin brings together comics, puts them on a show, and lets them rag each other like they do in the clubs is fantastic. I hope that people can accept it and enjoy it.
Well, was that a one-shot deal, or is it going to be on every week?
He got 3. They're giving him 3 shows to see what he can do.
Well, Colin, if you're out there, bravo.
Yeah, the first show was great. Really funny.
I think I got a minute of his monologue. I think it's worth playing today on our show.
People have stories. If you were down there, you have stories. However, if...
okay. We need a little more of this, but basically Colin was talking about how, the 9/11 thing, obviously very tragic and stuff. And he set it up like this, which kind of helps this bit, because he didn't want everyone to think he's making light of it. And but he said he's kind of sick of the fact that everyone has a story, and he's starting to think that a lot of these people that have stories really weren't anywhere near ground zero. Okay?
Yeah.
That's kind of the setup.
People have stories. If you were down there, you have stories. However, if you weren't down there and you were just in the tri-state area, you don't have a story. And nobody wants to hear your hypothetical heroic story, what could have happened. Because now I have people coming up to me and they're like, you don't understand. If I had taken the 2 train, instead of the 8 train that day, do you usually take the 2 train? No, I've never been on the 2 train. You're right, I don't understand. What exactly does it do? You don't understand. If I decided to become an investment banker instead of running the go-karts up in Utica. Everyone's a psychic that day, too. Everyone's a psychic. Something told me not to go downtown. The news, that's what it's called. It's also... Giuliani was a big hero for 9/11, and people forget. Before that, everyone loved Giuliani. People hated Giuliani. They're like, oh, no. He racially divided the city. Yeah, thank God he's gone. We can go back to the racial unity we always enjoyed before. It really was the whole thing. He must have been mayor of all the cities.
There you have it. Just a piece of Colin Quinn's show last night. It was well done, Colin. Well done.
Talking about racism and racial profiling. They had an Iranian guy on there that they were just ragging on. Patrice is hysterical. He's just tooling him for being an Arab and saying you suck and I hate you and your people. It was really refreshing to see on television.
As we say hi to Colin Quinn.
Colin.
I'll tell you, we could all use a good laugh with some of the news that's going on these days, right?
Wow. Right into it.
That's how I open my act.
Yes. Colin,
we were like just loving your show.
Saw the
we
show
were all over the radio the next day going, oh my God.
First of all, nothing like it on TV. It's what we need. It's funny. It has nothing to do with being politically correct.
Yeah.
It's honestly just funny.
Thanks. They said in the paper it's the bravest show since She's the Sheriff.
Really? Wow, that is brave.
That's pretty impressive.
It was good. It reminded me of the original Saturday Night Live when it first came out, like in the early 70s. When it was just like the mid-70s, where you tune in and go, holy shit, what are they doing? You can't do what? And very funny, honest. Who be winning? That one killed me, the line.
Well, I thought that was a little too much.
Oh, did you?
That guy really pushes the envelope.
So how many shows are they going to give you?
Oh, they give us a vote of confidence. 3.
3 shows.
Yeah.
The first one did well, though, right?
Not really. Ratings-wise?
What?
It did all right. It plummeted from Fear Factor.
Really?
I mean, plummeted.
Who cares about Fear Factor?
It plummeted. No, but it's still, they're happy with it, you know.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to end up picking it up, though.
Right.
Well, Jim, you watched that 80s show. I told you to watch our show, but you put on Becker, which pissed me off.
Yeah.
Becker. But it was a good episode.
I'm surprised I didn't see Jim Norton on the show. All your other friends were on.
Norton's coming on this next show.
Oh.
We're going to start rotating. You know, we just want to bring everybody in, you know.
I was really hurt, but I couldn't say because the show is called actually Colin and all his friends but Norton.
I felt like I was at the Comedy Cellar watching the show.
Exactly.
I saw like the opening 10 minutes, the monologue, and it was just brilliant. I was so happy. It was like to see that on the network. It was great though. It was edgy. It was smart. So
and anybody you got to run that past people.
There was a few little glitches, but they were fine with it. Really? I told them from the beginning, if you don't like, it's not going to be cursing. If you don't like ethnic stuff, you might as well not go to the show. That's what the whole thing is, you know.
And they
were fine with it.
Said it's cool and.
Yeah, I guess so.
Great.
All right, hold on. We got to get Walter off, and then we'll.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Do you know what's going on here, Colin?
No, somebody laughs at him and he gets off on that?
Yeah.
I figured that out pretty quick, huh?
I didn't know when you stepped in. He's like the real deal, though. Walter, you want to give this another try?
Yeah.
All right. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dawn. Dawn.
I didn't know Slip Mahoney was a sex.
Mahoney. Hey, you know what? What do we got to give away? We got to give something to the lady that,
gets him to finish?
Yeah, makes it happen for Walter. We got tons of stuff? Dawn, we got tons of stuff in the prize closet, so if you put them over the top, then we're going to give you something, okay?
Okay. All right. I want to know first how big his junk is.
Ooh.
Walter, how big is your junk?
It's really big.
Yeah, sure.
It's
really big.
It's probably pathetic.
Hi, Dawn.
What?
I said hi to Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. Are you what's your ethnic background, sir?
Cajun.
Greek.
You're Greek?
Like a Cajun.
Cajun.
Hello, Dawn.
Hi there, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
My junk is really
How you doing, Dawn?
He sounds so pathetic. I'm in Manhattan right now. I had to pull my car over. That's how pathetic he is.
Nice. All right, you might be the one that puts him over the top, because I think he likes the pathetic angle. All right.
Oh, my God.
Walter, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
If Dawn's ready.
All right, go ahead, Dawn.
I wish I had a speakerphone so everyone could know how pathetic and what a loser you are. Oh, my God.
No, you got to laugh at him.
I am laughing.
No, you just have to keep laughing at him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, my God, this is so funny.
Oh, yes. She's
You
the
are
winner.
just too much.
Wait, we have another girl that wants to try. Hold on a second. Yes?
She already won.
All right, but hold on.
It's over.
Dawn already won.
That was it?
Yeah.
It doesn't take long?
She laughs like a 3-pack-a-day Denny's waitress.
Oh, my God, no, I do not.
Yeah, it's just like... This phlegmy hiss.
Well, this other girl wanted to laugh.
Have breakfast.
Well, Dawn already won. I'm sorry.
Ugh. Did you you know?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
Did it just bubble out in a slow, sluggish fashion?
Yeah.
Awful man.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's
range,
like bubbling oil.
I can't tell if he's a pervert or a fledgling sitcom wannabe. You got problems.
All right, well, Dawn, I guess you won.
Cool.
I couldn't do my Lewis Black joke.
That's actually how Voss gets off, too. He just does that in front of 50 people. Please, just laugh.
Just laugh, please.
Walter, you don't have any more in you because there's a tag team that wants in.
There's a tag team.
You can save it for your memory bank for later.
Yeah, we got two girls.
Lord knows I've done that.
Let's hear what they sound like. All right, Dawn, hold on. We're going to give you something.
Tape it, Walter.
Okay.
We got tickets to see Jim Norton at Town Hall on April 18th. We got, we got some PlayStation 2 games.
Definitely, I want the tickets to see Norton.
Norton.
Do you really? That's a surprise, because I would have taken the PlayStation games.
All right, hold on the line.
Nah.
But then again, I don't need tickets.
Hubla. Hardy har. All right, we got two girls on the line.
All right, who's on the line?
Mar and Laura.
Laura and Mare. Come on, get it right.
Well, it's spelled
Laura and Mare.
You're a little testy, honey.
Yeah.
Get down a notch.
We can laugh. Come on, give us Walter.
All right,
Hi.
Walter's there. Go ahead.
Hi, Walter.
Hi, honey.
Hi, girl.
Come on, Walter, you can do it.
How you girls
Come on,
doing?
Walter, we'll talk you through it. Hello, Walter.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, you're supposed to laugh at the guy.
You're pathetic, Walter.
Oh, yeah, Walter. Come on.
Thanks.
Walter, anything?
No. I told you, Dawn already won.
What?
Oh, Walter.
Oh, that's some guy that sounds just like De Niro.
Sounds De Niro and
We know Dawn's the winner, so.
All right, ladies. He already completed.
All right.
But you guys.
What do we get?
You get.
Please don't say Walter.
Hold on, we'll give you something.
You'll get nothing and like it.
But Walter completed with Dawn here.
You'll get nothing
and like it, Spalding.
Walter's accent. Walter, you sound like a retard from a John Woo film.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, that pissed him off.
All right, Walter.
Thanks a lot. He really got emotion in his voice.
All right, boys.
Something Lady Di would say if you said that to her.
Why I oughta.
Thanks a million.
Well, Walter, we'll help you out again in the future, all right?
All right.
There he goes, Walter.
Take it easy.
There you go, scram.
That is disturbing, man. He completed with Dawn.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes.
Girls laughing at him.
David.
All right.
David, real fast.
Yeah.
You have the same fetish?
Hell yeah.
What is
What is
So
it?
much fun, man, when girls laugh at me.
Why?
Why is it fun?
I don't know why. It's just like I get off so fast.
When girls laugh at you.
Yeah, it's like, it's so humiliating. It's just like so much fun.
Who humiliated you when you were young?
Oh, I guess my mother did.
Was it? It's interesting.
Oh, Dr. Drew's here.
No, I'm interested. It's why would you get...
And you got the same type of voice as Walter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what you should do? Get a girl over there and put on Notting Hill. That gets him going every time. That's just a funny move.
All right.
Nodding off. That's what I was doing during that piece of crap.
All right, David.
Okay.
Bye.
Wait, Dave?
That is weird.
I've never heard of that fetish. No.
Suddenly laying down and having a little yellow loveliness shot all over you doesn't seem so odd, does it, boys? It tastes popcorny. Party started.
I think the country owes Jim an apology.
Yeah. Colin Quinn's here. We'll catch up with him next, okay? Yes. Can I see your taint? Nice.
Taint nice.
Between the peach and the balloon knot. Can we see your butt?
Nice.
I would have to just blank on your chin.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
Okay, terrific.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Colin Quinn in the studio. But on our phone, Anthony.
Yes.
I think Entertainment Tonight wants him, so we only have a few minutes with him.
Oh, damn.
The big loser.
Oh, no, don't call him that.
From the celebrity boxing thing last night, it's Barry Williams.
Barry, if I may say, I'm sorry. What a performance on Fox's Celebrity Boxing. I watched it last night, and Danny Bonaducci, I gotta say, it made you his biatch.
He did connect a couple times, didn't he?
Barry, whenever you two got into fist range of each other, you were on the canvas. I started thinking you were on a pay-per-knockdown basis. It was amazing, but you kept getting up. I'll give you that.
Hey, I got in the ring.
Okay, that was a stupid move.
That was a good move, sure.
Well, you know, there are just things that we do for things we believe in. And first of all, I naively thought maybe I could actually take him down.
Wow.
But the other thing is, I get to do some good for a charity I care about.
Bravo, you did good for a charity, so something good came out of this. When did you realize that you were in trouble?
Oh, about midway down to my knees the first time.
Really? The first knockdown?
I knew I was going to be okay because I didn't, he didn't knock me out, but I was thinking, oh my God, this is not good.
What is it? You get hit and your legs just collapse on you?
You don't really know. The next thing you know is you're looking up at the world.
You look like a newborn calf.
Colin, it's a little like doing a stand-up routine that flops. You know what I mean?
You know, did you know he's a third-degree black belt, Danny Bonaducci?
I do now.
And he's kind of built like a fire plug,
Yeah.
And he went after you, and he had that right hand that when it connected with the side of your head, it was over.
Yeah, well, you know what happened? I got 10 days to train for this fight.
Oh, man.
10 days, right? So I'm training like I'm used to boxing, which is having punches come out of your shoulder. He's roundhousing me.
Yep, that's what he was doing. He was coming around on the side of your head.
With some lightning speed, and I swear to God, I did not see it coming.
Yeah.
I felt if I could have defended it, maybe he would have been open and I'd get a right in there, but he was pretty strong.
Hey, Barry, at least you didn't look as ridiculous as Vanilla Ice did.
Oh, that was really brutal. Or how about Paula Jones? Thank you very much.
Yeah. Trying to run out of the ring at any given moment. She kept turning around and running away.
I know. Yeah, real great boxing technique there.
Well, maybe that's something you should have tried, Barry, because when you faced him, you were down.
It was not pretty. But, I had a job to do. And my job was to stand in there and take it as long as I could. And then they called the fight on me. Not that I was particularly disappointed.
Yeah, I noticed your corner threw in the towel after. How many knockdowns was that?
I think 2. Maybe it was 3. I don't know.
I think it might have been 4.
It was 1 too many. That's for darn sure.
And when you went down the last time, the corner threw the towel in, and I noticed even when you tried to get up, you were having a little trouble. Would you have gotten up if they didn't throw the towel in?
I did get up, and I went over to the corner, and I said, "Are we going to finish this?" And they said, "No," and I said, "Okay."
And that was that.
They said, Barry, the fight was 2 days ago.
Here's the thing. You get asked to do some of these crazy things, and you figure them out, and then sometimes you find out, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not 27 years old anymore.
Mm-hmm. Hey, are you going to be changing your name?
From the Butcher?
Maybe a Muslim name.
Switch to Muslim. It seems to work.
Barry Muhammad.
I would, except I get tired of getting checked and screened at the airport.
Oh, at the airports.
Yeah.
Mohammed Barry Williams.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Don't you wish you could go back to when you were 12 and he was 10 and just beat his brains in?
Oh, you have no idea.
See, now I think during the Brady Bunch Partridge Family reign on television, you could have kicked his little redheaded ass.
No question, and I should have gotten that picture out of my head.
Oh, is that it? You saw the little Danny Partridge.
Well, see, I knew he'd done some training and stuff, but I didn't realize
the guy was
all his anger from rehab into boxing and karate.
Well, before that, he was in Thailand for years, fighting in the Kumite and stuff.
In between bedding down young boys, I believe.
Now, wait a minute.
Well,
you're talking, you can talk trash before the fight, but not after.
Come on, the guy beat up a tranny.
Yes, and trannies are there to be loved and paid.
As Norton knows.
We don't agree with that.
I have to say, at least so far, Danny's been pretty gracious in his victory.
He has.
And he's even expressed the idea that he was concerned himself after the first round, which I guess just pissed him off.
Yeah.
And he prevailed. That's, what can I do?
Any chance for a rematch, Barry?
Oh, sure, with you. The way you're talking that trash, Anthony, I think,
No. Norton's going to mud wrestle the kid that played Jeremy on the Party stage. At Foxwoods.
No. It's the girl that played Jerry on The Facts of Life.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a fight you can do. Hey, Matt wants in on this. Matt, what's up?
After the fight, did you hear Danny say the reason he was able to hang in there so long is he spent most of the 80s in a daze?
Yes, I did hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but one of the things he bragged about was getting off his medication before the fight. I think he's on lithium or something like that.
Oh, really?
So he was definitely, fired up, primed up, ready to go.
He pulled a Tyson on you. That's what Tyson does. He gets off all the drugs.
Take him off the Zoloft. Yeah, Tyson's on the Zoloft, and then they put him in a cage and take the medication away. And then when he's really crazy and he's throwing Samsonite luggage around, they throw him into the ring and let him just destroy. And then I've heard this, without the Zoloft in him, the corner people, they actually have to shoot him with tranquilizer darts and then pull him into the pickup truck and relocate him so he doesn't break into the local, because wherever the city is that holding the match, usually they find him, Mike Tyson's at the dump, he's pawing through the trash. It's dangerous for the children. So they relocate him where he can get back on the Zola.
You want to know what's the scariest thing about this whole match?
What?
We trounced the competition. Fox pulled in like their second highest entertainment special ever. And we wiped out West Wing, and I think we have more to see. So submit your requests.
It made the front page of the paper here in New York.
People love stuff like this. I mean, people beating each other up, and not just boxers anymore. It's really great. I think Ron
and
Fez
to be part of a sideshow.
Ron and Fez were talking how great it would be to have kids fighting, and I think we're close to that.
I don't think we're far.
Having like 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, just put them in a ring and let them beat the crap out of each other. I'd watch. That'd be fun. Old people, geriatrics, just getting out there from the home and pounding each other.
They have to stop a fight because your prostate falls out.
Wouldn't that be great? Oh, he just hit his colostomy bag. It's a mess. They're skating all over the ring,
I want to know how Todd Bridges kept in such great shape over the years. Barry, he looked like Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
The guy, he was sporting some nice bees, maybe C cups. Maybe that's what it was. He wanted to get the fight over with as quickly as possible to get his shirt back on. Because he just destroyed Vanilla Ice.
He really
that was not pretty.
He ran after him. Now, I had just seen 2 days ago that HBO special on the prisons. And they were showing closed-circuit clips of the yard fights, where they just run after each other and just start pounding as hard as they can. And that's exactly what Little Willis was doing.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Ran after him and just started hitting him. And Vanilla Ice couldn't take it.
His time in jail with the essays was well spent.
Yes. I think if Ice were smart, he would have taken my cue and just gone down.
Yeah, but you kept getting up.
I know. Well, listen,
I think Barry could take the Iceman, though.
It's funny when you get in that ring and that bell goes off. It's primal. That's all I can tell you. It's primal.
Little nerve-wracking.
No kidding. It's dangerous.
Hey, Barry, John on line 11 says, what did Barry do with the money? You should tell everyone, because you're the only one that didn't put the money in your pocket.
Do you know Howie D from the Backstreet Boys? He lost his sister to lupus. And he started a foundation called the Doro Lupus Foundation. I've done concerts for him, and I am sliding the money over to them. And the research is very promising, and maybe we can help some people there.
There you go.
Bravo, Barry Williams.
Everyone else put it in their back pocket.
Hey, did you catch the little pseudo tattoo on Danny's back?
Yeah, a couple of the people were wearing that.
Yeah, it was worth another $5-10K.
Oh, was it?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
We should have put some advertising on your back, Barry.
Yeah, what should it have said? O&A forever?
Well, if we thought you would have won the fight.
Yeah, right. I could have put Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yeah. You know what? We would have paid for that.
That would have been good.
And then you could put it toward a charity. No problem.
Then that little round girl who came out, might have come out without her top on.
The round girl, Paula Jones?
No, the girl with that held
I
up
thought
the
you
sign.
meant the round girl.
The one with
Okay.
the sign between the rounds.
I understand now what you're saying.
Well, I hope you're not too disappointed. I mean, we've been friends.
It was great. It was great to just watch. People love watching people get beat up. I don't care who the hell you are. And to just see you, we remember you as young Greg Brady, and now getting the crap beat out of you by young Danny Partridge. It was amazing to watch, Barry.
Yeah, you just can't get better TV than that.
Now, do you have any line on who might be the next celebrity boxing?
No, I don't. I've been trying to think, but I don't know exactly. Colin, do you have any ideas?
Any other Bradys?
Well, I actually took over for Chris Knight. That's how come I didn't get much warning on this.
Now, why didn't Chris Knight do it?
Well, maybe he's smarter than I am.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I want to see Alice fight.
Are you crazy?
I want to see you fight Alice.
Yeah, that'd be fun, but maybe we should do the mud wrestling thing like A's got going on.
Hey, is it true the USA Today had a caption that said Barry spent most of the time on the mat?
It better not be.
Hey, would you allow the show to advertise on your stomach, considering that most of the time you're on your back in the ring?
Thank you very much.
Oh,
God. Just going to tell you how much I liked your television show, too.
Isn't that horrible?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't Colin.
Sorry.
Me and Norton sound exactly alike on the radio. It's crazy.
Norton will be on the next Colin Quinn show.
Yeah, he will be on.
Yes.
But Colin...
Listen, and as far as crazy events go...
Yeah.
You two would be pretty hard to top.
Well,
with your naked girls and the glass buses and.
Well, maybe Fox will pick up on that. Of naked girls and glass buses beating each other.
Well, you certainly had your play from the Post and from the NYPD and from USA Today.
Yeah, and CNN too.
And CNN. That's right.
All right, Barry. We know you got an interview to do, so.
Hey, Colin.
Yes.
Good luck with your show, man. I love it.
Barry.
Love you.
Thank you.
And O&A, who else am I going to talk to the day after, for God's sake?
I know, Barry. Thank you. Barry Williams.
All right, you got it, man.
Come on in when you're in New York.
You got it.
All right, Barry Williams.
Okay.
I didn't
Barry
know
Williams.
I thought he had a tattoo on his back. It said Robert Reed was here.
He's the first one to make jokes like that, though. Barry Williams.
Robert Reed. He was the first celebrity fights, though. Fighting the HIV, and he lost. knocked out.
Opie and Anthony.
What do you think this show is?
It's a mix between curious bemusement and outright horror.
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's awful.
Filth and trash.
It's really bad, but it's really good.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Colin Quinn in the studio. It's time for remote control.
Remote control?
Remote control?
72 Whooping Cough Lane. There's Canova's address on remote control.
Ah, there you go.
I used to have to announce it.
Canova.
Canova.
Our own Earl was on that show. We brought this up before. He said he was on remote control.
And
our own Black Earl. And for some reason, no one has a tape of this. We can't get it. We'd love to see how he fared.
Well, I recall not many black people on our show, and none of them did very well.
Yeah, I think he actually went all the way.
Really?
He was strapped to the bed, and, yeah.
Can't you go through MTV?
We would kill for that tape.
I know.
We've been searching for it for over a year.
We had a dinner after, our friend Ted was MTV guy that died.
Yeah.
And we had a dinner, and somebody mentioned to me remote control. These are the big wigs, and they casually mentioned that the MTV tapes are lost.
They never...
The remote control tapes, I mean.
Really?
Lost.
That was a great
Where the
show.
hell they go?
Who the hell knows?
No one knows. they'll turn up someday in the future and end up like the Honeymooners Lost episodes.
Yeah. Those were a big success.
The bad Honeymooners? Dan, you ever see when those come on? You're psyched for a Honeymooners episode. They come on, you're like, the lousy Lost episodes.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to watch that.
When we subpoenaed the remote control tapes, they said they'd been lost. It's your government. Remember, you're dying king.
Dan, what's going on?
Not too much, man.
All right.
I got the inside tip on the next celebrity fight.
Oh, yeah?
Larry Flint and Christopher Reeve.
Bumper cars.
Steel chair match.
That'd be nice.
Someone else is suggesting Gary Coleman and Emmanuel.
Yeah, guys.
That would be great. They could do a little joust, like a motorized wheel. Clang.
How about Boomer Esiason and Doug Flutie?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, so am I, man. TJ.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's up?
Hey, I wanted to tell Colin I really dig the show, and I'm looking forward to the next two.
Oh, thanks.
But also, guys, it's almost 5:20. You better do something good and funny.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Colin, 5:20 is the time when the most people are listening to us.
Really?
So
I got to go listen to myself.
So we always save our best bit of the day for 5:20.
Oh, absolutely. We don't know what that is.
Who told you guys that? The marketing people?
We've broken it down into minutes and quarter hours, and we're looking at this quarter hour.
We got 3 options for the 5:20 bit today. We can hang with Colin.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah, I'll be there anyway.
Yeah, true.
What about retarded Laverne and Shirley?
No, not today.
Wouldn't that be great?
We have...
I want to bring them on my show.
Do you?
You should.
Just have them sit there. Hey, how are you? They can just talk. Like, as the comic is trying to say something, they're just go, you're very funny. Can I get an autograph from you? Oh, man, I'd love to see Patrice's huge, meaty black fist go right into one of their faces.
Colin,
on live television.
I mean, the show is great, but I guarantee if you put them on to just start the show or something, you will have every O&A listener.
Hey, how are you?
Guaranteed. You got to write something for. Well, they write themselves though
in a little sketch.
You don't want just have them. I don't know.
The retarded Laverne.
We have a brand new song from Q that makes fun of all the races again.
Very good. It's a St. Patty's Day.
Could that be the 5:20 bit today? And now we got a junk doctor on the line too.
Dr. Whitehead is his name, and he's a penis surgeon. Dr. Whitehead.
Yeah, this Dr. Whitehead.
Hi, Dr. Whitehead. You are on the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, boy, this ain't going to be the 5:20
I know that.
bit.
And we want to know a little bit about what you do, Dr. Whitehead.
Well, Dr. Whitehead's a urologist in New York City. And the organization is New York Phalloplasty. And what we do is we make patients longer and wider.
Oh, you do you?
Really?
And that is done through, now I've heard other methods that are used. What is your method?
Well, there are different methods. We're talking about surgery. Oh, yeah. The surgical techniques can either be a fat injection technique for widening, or putting in some of the patient's own skin for widening, or the technique that I prefer, which I consider to be the state of the art, is donated skin from the cadaver. It's like a kidney transplant or a heart transplant.
All right, slow the F
down. Can I stop now?
Slow the F down.
Hold the phone now, Dr. Whitehead.
Dead guy skin on your junk to make it bigger.
We take skin from the cadaver, which is purified.
Purified cadaver skin.
How do you purify dead guy skin?
Well, it goes to a laboratory. It's called the tissue laboratory.
A laboratory. And then?
And it makes it pure so there's no transmission.
Now, wait a minute. You put it underneath the skin of your own member?
Well, not of my member, but
well,
of the
you know what I mean. And it's skin, but it doesn't really... You don't see it on the outside.
You don't see it on the outside. It's the undersurface of the skin called the dermis.
So you're doubling up the skin.
That's right. It's a dermal matrix graft.
To get that Italian tuna can type of schlong, as opposed to the big, long Negro
What if what if the cadaver is Japanese?
Oh,
doctor.
Yeah. So what race is the best to use for the skin for the... member widening?
Well, guess what? God made the inside, the dermis, exactly the same on all races.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're all pink on the inside.
Now listen, Dr. Whitehead, if that's your real name.
Sir, is there a scar on the mule from the surgery?
Ooh.
There is no scar from the donation of the site because it's coming freely from somebody else that's deceased, which is really an advance.
But what about your own member? Does that get scarred?
Yes, of course. Whenever you do surgery, you have to make an incision.
Well, where do you make the incision? Hold on, guys. Hold on, where is it?
There's 2 incisions. There's one in the pubic hair, so it's concealed.
Okay.
And there's... And that's also actually concealed.
It is.
So it's almost not noticeable. Whenever a surgeon does any surgery, there's always a scar, and we always have to see it's noticeable. But with very fine plastic surgical technique.
Colin is now looking for the valley right now. He's searching down his pants. Look for the valley.
I need it on the valley.
Now, is it on the top side of the unit or the bottom side that you're talking about?
Oh, it's on the bottom side.
You're absolutely right. You were right the first time. It's on the top side. If you look at the penis head on,
right,
it's from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So it's just the top half.
All right. Where's the valley there?
There's no valley there.
Yes, it is. He's talking about where the helmet stops.
Oh,
That's
okay, right there. That's more of I think that's more of a wall than a valley.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
right
like a
behind the
mesa.
wall.
Yeah.
It's more of, is it a plateau?
Yeah.
Something like that?
It's the last part of the rock climb.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, valley is a very...
You always have that valley. You have to dip down first and then come back up. We're looking, if you go across the top of your junk, you're hitting the helmet.
It's like an overhang.
It's behind the overhang.
All
It's concealed right in the valley, which is really nice.
By the shadow.
That's great.
Stop saying valley.
Hey, Doc, do you get to last longer because you got dead guy skin on your junk?
Ooh, does it affect the sensation, Dr. Whitehead?
It's a good question. It's actually 2 questions. First of all, you don't get to last longer because it's got nothing to do with sexual function. And because it's dead guy skin, it means nothing. It's put in there. It's like the scaffolding on a building. There's no brick.
Dead guy scaffold.
What happens is you're putting in the dead person, the cadaver's skin, which has been purified, and your own skin goes in there to make it really your own. Wow. It becomes your own. So you've got a double thickness.
Where do you take the skin from if it's your own?
You don't take it from yourself. That's the beauty of it. So there's no donor sites. There's no incision.
Where do you take it from on the cadaver then?
It comes from the tissue bank. I have no idea.
Man, that's God's little joke on everybody. You're a straight guy, you die, and your skin is used in
another man's junk.
And it might be a gay guy.
And it could be that you are not putting the skin of a man ass around your junk.
Listen, don't bury your organs. God needs them here on Earth.
I'll bury my organ wherever I want.
Yeah. Dr. Whitehead.
Colin Quinn wants to
I like burying my organ while I'm alive.
Dr. Whitehead, Colin Quinn has a question.
Doctor, do you think you'll ever have a client from either Harlem, Bedford-Stuyvesant, or Brownsville in your entire...
Absolutely.
Come on now. Let's don't be ridiculous.
I've had them.
I'm
going to tell you something remarkable. You want to listen carefully now?
I'm listening so carefully.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Virtually all of the men that have this surgery are completely normal. They just want to be larger.
Are you hung, Doc? Just want to be large. Do you do it yourself, Doc?
I do the surgery myself.
Have you had it done on yourself?
No, sir.
No, you're fine with your manhood.
You got a large mule?
It's called perceived penile inadequacy. The guys are normal. They would just like to be larger, and we're able to do it.
What if your girlfriend has that?
Are you happy with your size, Doc?
I'm very happy with mine.
Now, what is the guy like? Well, you're saying that the guys that come to have this done are of normal, average size?
They're all normal. Very, very few are very small, and just the same, very, very few are, right on the top percentage.
But Doc, I have a question. What if you're doing the surgery and you don't put the skin in properly, and then some girl goes home with a mouthful of dead skin?
Oh, God. Norton, that could not possibly happen, Norton. Please, we're talking with Dr. White.
Whoever asked that question doesn't understand what I said.
Absolutely. No, that's Jim Norton, and he's an idiot, and he'll be appearing at Town Hall.
April 18th. If you want to see more of his idiocy. Doc.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Now, let me ask you something. What is average diameter or circumference, and what do you then boost it up to?
Okay. The average...
Yes.
Now, we're talking in the flaccid state.
Right.
And the width is about...
What's a centimeter?
Divide an inch by 2.54.
Isn't that a centimeter?
That's a centimeter.
What are you saying centimeter for? That's annoying me.
It's centimeter.
Yes. It's a centimeter.
Yeah.
C-E-N-T, centimeter.
It's not the Washington Monument. It's cent.
What are you,
about 8 centimeters.
Okay.
Is about 2.5 inches.
2.5 by 6 soft? Who's got that? That's a lot.
6 soft? That's stretched out,
That's
right?
a big mouthful of mule.
No, we're talking the stretch.
Big, delicious mouthful of mule.
That's a big, delicious, lucky boy to get a hold of that mouthful. Sometimes you stand around, you're comparing with your friends, you're all laughing.
Hey, Doc?
Yep.
Yes, Doc.
I'm still here.
Is it okay to be a grower instead of a shower?
Now, let me get this right now. The average stretch length is about 6 inches.
Right.
5.5 to 6.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay? Now, the flaccid, okay? And what we're able to do, now I hope you guys are sitting down and you're serious, because this is serious stuff, okay? Because these guys are normal, and they want to have elective surgery because they want to feel better about themselves.
Right.
Okay? We're able to give them approximately 1 inch added length, an approximately 30% increase in circumference. That's about a 1/3.
Wow. All right. How do you make it longer?
What we do is we release the suspensory ligament.
Yeah. I've heard of this. Let me explain and tell me if I'm right. You kind of cut down near the. Can we say the base?
It's the base, right?
And then you pull like it's a cord from a vacuum cleaner.
The last part I don't get. The first part.
Well, those vacuum cleaners,
the retractable cord.
Exactly. You know where the cord is.
He's a cleaning lady. He's a doctor.
And you pull the vacuum cord out. Let's say.
What you
from
do is
the vacuum.
Let me put it in a way that you can understand, because I hope you've got 100,000 viewers, but you're confusing them.
Viewers are looking at their radio like
Let them visualize this, okay?
All right.
All right. The penis, half of the penis is actually inside the body.
Not the tasty half.
The penis is...
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Dr. Whitehead?
What are they dumping out?
Can I explain something to you real quickly first? We have a problem on this station with the word penis. If it's used in any other context than probably just the way I said it. So what you have to do, if you could, for us, is say member.
Okay, we'll talk about the member.
Yes, thank you.
Half of the member is inside the body, and the other half is on the outside. And it takes a course. It goes up towards the...
By the way, which is strange.
What you see hanging on the outside is the outside. So there's actually a V. So what we do is we release the top of that V, which is touched to the bone.
Yes.
Pubic bone. And now the penis does not become any longer.
Or the member.
The member.
You said the yummy word again.
The member does not become any longer. What happens is that a little bit of what is inside is now brought to the outside, and it appears longer.
But isn't that also supposed to be there to hold things up to attention?
No.
Like a mass? Won't it actually now not face north, but somewhere in the easterly direction?
That's a wonderful question, because many people have asked that. And if the surgery is done correctly, and the release is not too far back. There should be very unusual circumstances. The member.
Yeah, we're getting things. Jerry Falwell is cutting out of everything. See, we have a dump guy, he's called, and he dumps out of our show with a digital delay, Dr. Whitehead, and he is cutting. Much like you do that tasty ligament, he is cutting out of our show.
Why does he cut out of the show when you can say this kind of stuff on Love Lines if it's talked about medically?
Because that's after 10 o'clock.
It's called the safe harbor.
But we're talking about the member.
But we are talking about this in a way that I do believe would be fine and dandy.
No one's goofing on it.
I know. It's something this doctor does.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If it would be advertised on this show, they'd be able to say it, right?
Yeah.
Right? As long as the vultures could get their talons into some cash.
Now, Doctor, let me ask you a hypothetical question. What if you got a guy whose member already kind of leans a little too far to the left? Hypothetical. I'm not talking about anyone in particular.
Okay, most of the time,
leans to the left.
Most of the time, when that happens, that's entirely normal. Member will bend.
Wait, you cannot say that because the dump guy is going to jump out of that. So
can you believe what we have
Coalition won't be upset.
The doctor can't.
What we have to deal with here?
Ridiculous.
Can you believe what we have to deal with? We want to talk openly and honestly about what you do, Dr. Whitehead, but we have a dump guy and someone censoring our program.
Although he may not be dumping out of this. He may be whacking his bag listening.
Yeah, I think that's probably closer to what's going on.
Guys, that's not going to help you get what you want. You know, everything's political.
Screw him.
All right, go ahead, Mr.
Dr. Whitehead.
Happy.
He's saying that it's normal. It's normal if it hangs one way or the other.
Exactly.
All right. And, Doctor, we're getting a lot of questions. How much does each of these procedures run?
Well, we really haven't talked about the procedures. We ought to be specific. There's one procedure to make the member longer.
Yes.
There's another procedure to make it wider. Most of the guys wish to have the member made longer and wider at the same time.
Right.
Sir, I have a question for you. Is there anything you could put on the end of it so that when a woman is say finished servicing, that she just dies?
Would you stop it, Norton? Dr. Whitehead, I apologize for Jim Norton.
Dr. Whitehead, it's ridiculous.
If you want to see what he looks like so you can hate him more, just go to eatabullet.com.
He's already got me in Dutch with Barry Williams, Doc.
Well, you know what? If you guys are talking about the websites, tell your listeners to... Tell your listeners... Now, hold on now. Sit down and relax.
All right, I'm relaxed.
Tell your listeners to look at this website.
Okay.
It's www.drwhitehead.com.
Oh. You got pictures of the procedure?
drwhitehead.com.
All right.
You've got pictures of before and afterwards.
Ooh. You do?
And everybody will understand what we're able to do. drwhitehead.com.
Wow.
You can't.
Why? You can say
what is this guy, Norton again? We got to get rid of him.
I know. We're trying.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, but those are two different... Look.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No, that's a...
I think the second one is more delicious and appetizing.
Are you guys pulling up my website now?
Yeah, we're looking at it now.
Yes, we are looking at the before and after shots. I want to see the widening pictures.
Yeah.
Is what I want to see, but it's going to be very hard to get to these pictures because people are now pounding the website. Doc, you are going to get so many hits on your website.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we send out packages to everybody that contacts us.
Packages.
That's got a lot of information.
It's a big one.
Yeah. I like a wide and long one.
Well, it's froze up now, see, and your website getting pounded.
Yeah. Tom has a question. Let's go to Tom. Tom, you got a question for the good doctor? Tom?
Hello?
Oh, yeah, speak, you jackass.
Tom.
Talk.
You.
Yeah,
talk.
you saying hello like a moron.
What's your name?
Dr. Whitehead.
Hold on, what's your name?
John.
Whatever.
Sorry, man. Hey, Dr. Whitehead, if surrounding the mule with dead skin makes it larger, wouldn't Jeffrey Dahmer have the largest slong in the world?
No. Be serious. Dr. Whitehead, I apologize.
We'll get rid of him, too.
Yes, goodbye, Tom, John, whatever your name is. This is a serious conversation.
Yeah.
And we don't appreciate questions like that.
Well, let me go to Scott. He has a question for the good doctor. Scott?
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Yeah, if you put all this...
Good question. What's your name?
That is Scott.
Scott. This guy, Scott, deserves a medal. Scott, listen to me carefully, all right? You listening?
Yeah, I got you.
Remember what I told you? There's a...
Word, because...
the member wider.
Yeah, talking about
there's
the
a
member.
few different techniques.
Yeah.
The one technique that does do that at times, is the fat injection. Where fat is taken by needle
or member.
Well, with a member.
Sir?
And instead of doing
you have
that...
Alzheimer's?
He's a
can I
doctor,
ask
though.
one more question?
Well, no, I haven't answered this one.
He's not done yet.
Okay.
Forget it. We got the member. If you inject it with fat, sometimes too much fat can be put in. That's not the technique that I consider the best.
That's
Although
just the
other
opposite
people
of
do
getting
it.
drunk, where you get drunk and then inject it into fat.
The surgeon would inject it. The surgeon would not be drunk. Now, with the graft technique, with the dermal matrix graft from the cadaver, which is the best.
Yes.
You will not have any disproportion. That's what we call it. There's no disproportion between the head and the member.
All right, listen, we got so many questions coming in, Doc. Let's go to Bob. Bob, you got a serious question for Dr. Whitehead.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Doctor, I was wondering if you could...
Do you do anything with the other part of the area, which we like to call, and we will continue calling, the yam bag?
Yeah, he wants his yam bag.
Okay, you want to talk about the yam bag and the gonads?
Yes.
That's not something that I take care of.
Oh, no?
You might, if you look very difficult, I mean, you can look. There is a surgeon in Florida that does put...
He puts what around them?
They're caps.
Like hats?
Well, okay,
Caps.
you can say like a cap around the testicle to make it wider and bigger.
A little baseball cap
That
type thing?
surgery does exist. I do not do it.
Right. That's interesting. Ow, I am really getting a bad
If somebody's interested
feeling.
in that, all they have to
It's
do
hurting.
is call me and I'll give you his phone number.
All right. Sounds fun.
Joe has a serious question for you. Joe? Yeah, you have a question for Dr. Whitehead?
Yeah, I want to know if he taste tests every member he does.
All right. Enough, Joe. Dr. Whitehead again.
We apologize.
Don't apologize. We'll just get rid of him.
Some of our listeners...
Yeah, it looks like it was a legit question, and he kind of tricked us there a little bit.
Smarten up, Joe.
That wasn't what he had written down as we screen the calls, Dr. Whitehead. You understand how this goes with a radio live program like this. We can't tell exactly what the people are going to ask when they call up. So, we do apologize.
Yes. You know what? Steve looks like he has a serious question. Steve, you have a question for Dr. Whitehead?
Yeah, Dr. Whitehead. This procedure...
Wait. Dr. Whitehead, you still there?
I'm here.
Yes.
All right.
Steve,
hi, Doc.
please. A good question. please.
I'm very interested in this procedure. I just have one question.
Yes.
After you're done donating the tissue from the cadaver, can I meet the cadaver to throw it a quick one to thank it?
Say it again?
I want to bang the cadaver as my way of thanking it for donating the tissue to my schlong.
Oh, good question.
That's a great question. I'm sorry. I can't even come close to answering that.
Again.
Hello?
Oh, my God. Why do we get these callers?
Well, I like the way he clarified it when he rephrased it. It was kind of impressive in a way.
Well, Jim looks like he's going to get us back on the right track.
Finally, I can read what this man is going to ask, and that's a legitimate question.
Yes, Jim, question for Dr. Whitehead.
Yeah, Dr. Whitehead. I wanted to know if you could make my member into the shape of a triangle. Kind of like just a triangle.
Oh,
so
that isn't what
weird.
you were going to ask something else, and I am getting very upset now.
You guys are embarrassing us.
It would be interesting for a circus sideshow.
Very, very funny, Jim.
Is there any type of shapes you could do with this procedure there, Dr. Whitehead?
We make it into believe it or not, we try to reproduce the exact shape you have.
Yeah.
We want to make it bigger, that's all. We're not going to change the shape. We're going to make it nice and cylindrical so it looks just larger.
Joe?
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Dr. Whitehead, I want to thank you. I had this procedure done.
Oh, yeah?
I had the skin of a cadaver made to have my member made wider.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
I want to thank you for this.
How'd it work out for you?
Great. If I could steal Norton's best line now, it's big and meaty and lovable like Mitch Green's face. And, Doctor, let me ask you a question. How many times have you seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Would you say that again, please?
Why would you ask that, Joe?
Well, let's find out.
Well, my girlfriend now calls my member leather junk.
Doc, nothing happens after time goes by that affects down there. This is time tested. That skin won't dry up and look like beef jerky.
Okay, that's a fair question.
Yes.
Whoever asked it.
That's Anthony. I'm the one that tries to keep this show on an even keel.
Anthony, you're the main man, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Whitehead.
I'm glad you asked a good question.
Hey, guys.
Yes, Joe.
One more quick one. I'm sorry.
No, Joe.
Let me get an answer into this one.
I know, Dr. Whitehead.
Anthony.
My friend wants to have the procedure done also.
All right.
Do you, Dr. Whitehead, do any preliminary oral examinations?
Anthony, I'm going to answer your question.
Thank you, Dr. Whitehead. Please hang up on that
Take care, gentlemen.
that caller.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, yes, Dr. Whitehead.
Anthony, the technique that I'm talking about, which I do exclusively and have been using it only for the last 4 years. That's the only technique I used, and I've used other techniques in the past. I'm talking about the allograft dermal matrix graft.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
We're talking about the same things, so we're on the same page. That's been used now for 4 years for this application. It seems that the graft dimensions do not change. If it does change, and let's assume the average person gets about 30%, so that's about a 1-inch increase in circumference.
Yeah.
Over a period of time, they might lose 10 or 20% of that 1 inch.
Silent.
So it seems to be very satisfactory. It seems to be durable. It seems to be permanent up to approximately 4 years. So I'm very happy about it, and so are my guys. You there, Anthony? Hello?
He can't hear us. No, he can't hear us at all. We'll get at least another hello out of him. Another hello. Come on, try. He hasn't given the number out. He's got to stay on the line. Yo, he slammed that phone down. Wow, he's angry. He actually was talking with his junk. He has a prehensiled junk, which you can buy from him also. He puts a monkey tail in there, and you can swing from a tree. We'll buy it.
Greg, what's up?
Yeah, hi. I wanted to ask the doctor. I told him that I was a patient of his last year, and I'm a black man, and I went to a nude beach. I was just wondering, when I do the backstroke, how do I get people to stop yelling shark?
That would have been a great question. Hey, Rick, what do you say you get the good doctor on the phone?
No, I am not calling that man.
I think he'll call us back.
No way.
Yeah, he'll call us back.
His technique of making it bigger is actually a lot better than mine. I would just cut fat off my meat, like when I was eating, and just tape it to my mule.
Just duct tape it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He gives a website out that has more man junk on it than any gay porno site.
It should be
Norton would know.
YummyMouthful.com. I'm kidding. Froy is here with his abs and his chin. Strapping young college boy.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I just want to be with a man who'll ignore me and take me for granted, and who's only pretending to be interested in who I am and what I think so he can get into my tail.
Dirty girls need love, too. Opie and... You know where a guy can get a rub and a tug around here?
Anthony.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Oi! Hey, Steve, how does it feel to get sloppy seconds?
You didn't have the balls to do it until we did. That's why you're the worst program director in America. See, people, that's why we played it. Effie, what's up? Fun.
What's going on, Owen?
Hey.
I was just...
Okay, good.
All right, so K-Rock just played the new Korn song, claiming they had the first split. They were so happy. and I was crushing their little dreams in my mind because I heard it first on O&A.
It's just funny because they
had to
so much...
openly lie to their listeners.
Yeah.
Because they got embarrassed by us once again.
Yeah.
Oh, they were calling it a brand new premiere.
We were so excited to have the first play.
We had the world premiere of the new Korn song. And exactly what we said would happen happened. Guarantee they taped it right off our show. Yeah.
You could probably hear Norton in the background.
All right, Effie.
Thanks a lot, boys. You rule.
Bye.
The funny thing is, like, I can care less who plays anything first. Like, it's so stupid.
I just
knew it pisses them off.
I just love getting under his skin.
Yeah.
Because he has no balls. His station blows. It doesn't get any ratings outside Morning Drive.
Well, you could tell him that tonight.
He F's with us behind the scenes like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
And then tells the big bosses, no, we're one big happy family. I want to see them succeed. I'll help them out with music acts and stuff. No one's buying your lies anymore, Steve.
It's going to be a very uncomfortable soiree if you keep this line of speech up, Opie.
Your station blows because you, my friend, don't have any balls.
Mm-hmm.
None whatsoever. Douchebag. I think you guys are
ready
more...
to go.
Yeah. You guys are more of a...
scrappy.
I think you guys are more of a night show, yeah. I think you're a night show for me, yeah.
Steve, you are uncomfortable.
It's the next celebrity boxing tournament.
Yes.
Me, Opie, and Steve Kingston from K-Rock.
I hope he wears platform shoes so I can hit him in the head.
Oh. Now, see, that's just low. That's a low blow.
That's what I would be getting from him.
Leave the man alone. He's good in Lord of the Rings.
No matter what, everyone knows we played the Korn song first, and it pisses you off.
Oh, it annoys. That's the only reason they're playing. I guarantee this. It's the only reason they're playing it over there is because we played it already.
Which
so
gold
they had
record?
to do something.
Which gold record did you break today? Was it the Creed one? Hi, Colin.
I had a funny little news thing I wanted to mention.
What's that, Jimmy?
Oh, well, that Michael J. Fox has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you have today?
I thought it was the Darryl Strawberry thing.
No.
The reason he was kicked out.
Well, Michael J. Fox is drinking.
Yeah.
And they said that apparently what happened was he never drank, but he was at all these parties, and they would just put different stuff in his shaky hand and say, mix this, stupid.
You're horrible.
It's not bad, right? I just wrote that.
Very good.
Thanks, Matt.
I don't know why they had to call him stupid at the end of that.
I didn't have enough faith in the joke.
Not him, but...
Oh, you didn't have enough faith in the joke straight without the stupid? Did you see the Darryl Strawberry thing, the story? Why he was rearrested? He was having sex.
In the rehab.
He was screwing a woman in the closet.
In the closet?
Yeah, that's what I heard. He had sex with her, like, in a closet. Because you got to hide in those places. There's no sex. They're very strict. As a matter of fact, some of the rules he broke, shaving his head. That's like a rule that they have in place there. Why the hell would they prevent you from shaving your head?
Something about image changing, because I remember when I was in rehab, they made a guy shave his beard.
Did you go into rehab?
When I was 17, I was a troubled youth.
What did they make you do?
I couldn't. Did they let me wear my hat? Cause they wanted me to go to a place with a psychiatrist because I always wear hats.
Yeah.
I was out of my mind. Was thrown out of school for it permanently.
Wearing hats.
Yeah. And
what was the mental thing that they said?
I hated my hair. It cowlicked, and that's why I wear it. I used to put.
Did they put this whole thing on it like it was some big psychological thing? And meanwhile, you just didn't like your hair.
It was a nightmare.
You wouldn't stop wearing hats. That's why they eventually sent him to yeshiva and solved the problem.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Darryl Strawberry went into the closet in rehab, and Norton came out of the closet in rehab.
Oh. You know, I really resent that comment, and it's not true.
And why no comments about Darryl's wife, who has stood by him through all this, and now...
Poor gal.
I know. Well, maybe this is the last straw. But it's like I said the other day when this happened.
That's going to be that post headline when he dies, by the way. The last straw.
The last straw. Well, the whole thing they did the other day, because out on Long Island, I guess some guy went into a church and shot the father in there and shot a parishioner. And they said mass murder. Because it was during the mass he was giving. It's like, all right, do you have to have the catchy friggin' Clark Kent, Lois Lane headline.
Appropriate.
The Jimmy Olsen headline. Mass murder. Get right on that, Kent.
I think
Great Caesar's ghost.
I think Voss ghost writes for those headlines.
Kent will go with mass murder. Yeah, Mary, moving around all the big words on the front page. That one works.
Well, it is a tabloid. I mean, technically, tabloids are expected to do that.
The Post?
Yeah.
The Post is a tabloid. Hey, you want to play Q's new song?
Q's new song for St. Patty's Day, right?
Yeah, there's a new rule with the Q songs. He has to make fun of all races.
Is that the rule?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
What does he usually make fun of? Just Negroes?
Usually. Well, I imagine, when we played Imagine, that kind of got into everything. And the Italians were in there. I could not get that out of my head this morning. I swear to you. I woke up and I started singing, but it was just, you may call me a scumbag.
Right.
How come Q has to only make fun of everybody now? I mean, does Paul Mooney make fun of anyone but white people all of a sudden? No.
Yeah. Yeah, you told him.
Yeah.
Jim, I said that just to save our asses. I could care less.
Oh, all right.
You want to play the Imagine song again?
Oh, that was the line that was stuck in my head. Imagine there's no scary darkies. That was the one that got me. Yeah, we got to play Imagine.
That just shows how the world has changed, that Italians actually say they're scary darkies.
Right.
They used to not be scared of them at all. That was their one charming quality.
This, because it's a little taste of Q. Before we play his St. Patty's tune, so it might give you a little idea what he's all about.
Yeah, the St. Patty's is very similar to the Imagine song.
Right. Exactly. We all know what Q is about.
Thematically sound.
We all know what Q is about. I mean, please. The guy, he's pretty much the same theme through all of his songs.
Colin, you ready for this?
Sure.
Gets a little rough. A little rough.
You know what? If it gets too bad, I'll just go outside and wait.
This was
I'll fan myself.
This was our runner-up. I think I'm getting a touch of the vapors. This was our runner-up for the most offensive song contest that we ran. You may ask, why don't we play the winner? We cannot. We can't even possess a tape of the winning song.
The winner is Dr. Whitehead. Not saying member.
That bastard dumping out left and right. We'll have to play that someday, unedited.
Old goody two-shoes down there.
Oh, please.
Sweater-wearing company man.
I like Dr. Whitehead's accent. It was like a soap opera doctor. Yes, well, I'll tell you.
I believe the problem is in the ligament. We must cut it. Rick, Monica, let me help you with that.
Scott deserves a medal for that question.
I don't know whether to cut your mule or star in North by Northwest. Little James Mason humor.
We're really stupid.
That's not an age joke to all my stupid critics who write me hate mail without signing your real names, you dirtbags.
Are we going to...
He's out of control.
Stop reading the internet. Stop reading
I mean my own email. I don't mind hate mail, but sign your name. Have some courage.
Stop. They're trying to get to you, and now they win.
No. Just sign your name.
They win.
They don't win. I don't mind what they write. Just write your name. You know my name. I should know yours. We hug, we kiss, we laugh together.
Don't let them get to you.
Maybe you go first.
All right, here's, we're going to play this again.
Why not? Little touch of what Q is all about. It's offensive. It's what Q does. Who are we not to play it?
By the end of the song, he makes fun of everyone.
Yeah. If you could get past the beginning hump.
It starts off a little rough.
Hey, Opie, sounds like this guy's an equal opportunity offender.
There you go. You know, we're equal opportunity offenders. Yeah, that's the way out of it.
Well, you got to look at it like if you can't laugh at yourself.
Oh, right?
I actually saw the ... come out of Jim Norton's mouth when he said that,
too. All right. It's a Q, and then we'll play his St. Patty's Day tune.
Oh, here we go.
Which is the same as this, only to Irish music.
Buckle in.
Just imagine.
Buckle in.
Literally.
Forget about it. Imagine there's no friggin' niggas. Imagine there ain't no friggin' jiggables, no mullignans, and no spooks. There ain't no big scary darkies running around out there. And of course, no friggin' Arabs, no Hindus, no spics, and no friggin' gooks. Imagine, nothing but friggin' Italians. Every freaking way you go. Marlon, it would be great, eh? Imagine there's no homos. I hate those little fudge-packing Nancy boy pricks. Oh, Marlon. Every time I see one, I want to beat him in the friggin' head. You know what I mean? Then I'll rip his heart out, cut off his friggin' little. Imagine all the Finocchios, just dropping dead from a freaking AIDS. You know what? You may call me a scumbag. I don't care. But I hate those freaking kind of people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go upstairs and get a friggin' shotgun. Yeah, I know a couple of Moulin fags who need to get whacked. Imagine, there's no cripples. None of those three-legged little freaks running around the floor look like friggin' chimps. Manon, I hate those goddamn friggin' handicapped parking spaces. Christ, I want to kill those goddamn little wheelchair gimps. Imagine taking all the retards, send them out on the PQE. That'd be a pretty sight, huh? But you know what? You may say I'm a scumbag. You can call me every name in the book. I don't give a flying freak. You know what I mean? Because it pisses me off. I'm going to take a friggin' shotgun. I'm going to go out and I'm going to whack me a couple of lesbian, midget, Mexican, overweight, fat, wheelchair bitches.
Wow, can you feel the love now?
What's the name of that song? Hip Hip Hooray?
God damn. That was the runner-up for the most offensive song contest.
Well, I think it was he was actually commenting on intolerance throughout the song.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't it so out there that it almost comes back full around to making a statement on how awful it is?
Exactly. Some people go, so right there, left.
Exactly, and I think this is the...
Yes,
well, isn't that a nice song, Miss McGillicuddy? God. So your husband's a spig, is he?
Who wrote the most offensive song?
God. That was Q, I believe. Who was it? Who wrote I'm Horny for Little Girls?
That was him. Wow.
I don't know.
That was my favorite song ever.
Yeah, who wrote that one? Baby, yeah. We can't even say the title of the song. It's so offensive. We cannot say it.
I never knew there were baby rappers, though.
Yeah, well, that's what it was.
I think that song should have been the 520 spot instead of Dr. Whitehead.
Yeah, we made a mistake with Dr. Whitehead.
Well, we got the new one from Q.
All right, let's play the new one from Q. It's a St. Patty's Day song. Hey, don't you know? What do you do, Colin, for St. Patty's Day?
Oh, I get out there in my green and just march up and down Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn by myself.
Oh, yeah, by yourself in Brooklyn.
I go up by
Fifth Avenue. Where's the parade?
They've never invited me to the parade. It's really annoying.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I think you should be in there.
I'm like an Irish, I'm like an outlaw in my own land.
I'm like a mainstay of the Irish community in New York.
I like to think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then they diss you like that. Diss, if I may use a ridiculous term like that.
I was be a grand marshal.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing.
Let's play the Q song.
Damn. For Q's, St. Pat. Oh, that was Fuel. Okay, right. Fuel was the guy that wrote Baby Rapper.
Wow. Here we go.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Oh, I love being an Irishman. I drink all day long. I look just like a bulldog with a tiny little schlong. I love to beat up Arabs and niggers, wops and Jews.
There we go.
And if you're queer, I'll finish my beer and beat the hell out of you. Everyone knows the Irish are as dumb as they can be. They drive their car to the local bar and they always have to pee. We all know that a toilet is a Mickey's favorite room. So grab me 2 potatoes and I'll whistle you at home. Oh, I love being an Irishman. I drink all day long. I look just like a bulldog with a tiny little schlong. I like to beat up Arabs and niggas and wops and Jews. And if you're queer, I'll finish my beer and beat the hell out of you. We all know that a Mickey likes to scrap and fight. They'll take it to the finish, ere they be wrong or right. Me mother was a boxer, me father was a drunk, and what could be worse than the Irish curse me wee bit little junk? Oh, I love being an Irishman, I drink all day long. I look just like a bulldog with a tiny little schlong. I like to beat up Arabs and niggas and wops and Jews. And if you're queer, I'll finish my beer and beat the hell out of you. And if you're queer, I'll finish my beer and beat the hell out of you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
That was a feel-good song.
Well,
man.
that just makes me just want to drink some green beer and some corned beef and cabbage.
That was a real toe tapper.
Wasn't it?
There's the theme song for Southie.
You're going to see, you walk into an Irish pub on St. Patty's Day, you go to the jukebox and see all the green song selections that they put in there. Yeah. Puff the Magic Dragon, Danny Boy. And I think that one's going to be right there with it.
Yeah.
And all the guys at the bar singing.
Oh, that was funny.
That was our 520 bit.
That was it right there. Claude. Another classic racist song from Q.
Oh. Hey, Claude, what's up?
Hey, you guys should put out a greatest hits album of most offensive songs and donate the proceeds to, I don't know, the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Ku Klux Klan.
That's what we got to do. Sure.
We thought about putting out a CD because we got some. That was one of the best bits we ever did, the most offensive song contest.
Mm-hmm. But considering we just got a cease and desist from the company that was going to put our CD out.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. we always crap what we eat, man.
We always shoot ourselves
every
in the foot.
time.
I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sony was going to help us put out a CD.
Yeah, and today we just effed them. We spun them around and shoved it so hard. All right. Tom C. from Jersey, best song ever. So there's...
It's already up on...
The reviews piling in.
It's already up on foundrymusic.com.
Yep.
So. All right. Why don't we take a break?
We can do that.
And we'll continue. Actually, let's go to the FU line.
Thanks for calling, and here's the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Yeah, I want to send a big you out to any stripper out there that thinks that anyone finds them interesting as to what they have to say. To take yourself and your fake and hop in your Mitsubishi Eclipse and run yourself off the road. You.
Next message.
Yeah, this FU goes out to the Jersey Net fans. Talk about a lame crowd. You guys are about as much fun as a wet fart in church.
Next message.
Yeah, there's a big FU to a certain little fat little oink that don't know how to shut the hell up. All day at work, you sit there. And then when you fix it, yeah, I'm the greatest. And then when you break it after 3 months worth of fixing something. Yeah, you wonder why everybody can't stand you. Shut the hell up, you freaking flop. F you.
Next message.
Yeah, I'd like to send a big FU out to my brother-in-law for introducing me to your sister. What the were you thinking, bro? She's a bitch. She wrecked my life. I hate you and I hate her. Thank you.
End of message.
Good evening, ignorant pigs. Put down your crack pipes and your beer bongs and pay attention.
Well, I'm a virgin.
The Opie and Anthony Show. A 4-hour parade of meat.
Why is Colin Quinn calling? He's got a show on television. Yeah. He's got a show. It's been on a couple weeks now. It's very, very funny.
Look.
What? I figured... What? What are you doing? I had the number. I know it shows tonight. I figured I would call up Colin and talk to him a little.
Hold on, man.
What? He's very limited for
time. Dude. So
I just want to make it perfectly clear to our fine, faithful listeners that Opie has nothing to do with this stall tactic
This
today.
is not a stall. Colin is a very good friend of ours, and I just spur of the moment decided, hey, I want to talk to Colin Quinn. He's got a show going to be on tonight, and they're rehearsing and stuff, Opie. So it's a live program, so he's very pressed for time. We have to fit him in now.
Norton's going to be on.
Norton's going to be on Colin Quinn again tonight? I think Norton has blown us off. He killed on Colin Quinn last week.
Yeah.
I think it's over. I don't think he's going to be back with us. Well, we can't wait. Can't make a huge NBC star. Wait.
Hey, Colin, how you doing?
Hey, Colin.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
How the rehearsals going?
They're going pretty good, actually. You guys aren't going to give me the silent treatment right now, are you?
No, we don't. No, not for you.
No, we won't do that.
Not to you.
Not to Colin Quinn.
Well, again.
E.T., I went to Notting Hill this weekend. It was fantastic. Sensational.
Notting Hill. Sucked.
Hey, Colin, is it true that Brewer's going to be on the show tonight?
Yeah, that jackass is here rehearsing. He'll be on.
Oh, yeah? I hear you guys are working on a bit together.
We really are. And, he's a fine actor. A lot of people don't realize that about Jim.
Academy Award winner. I think, in the future sometime.
And little Jimmy Norton's going to be on again tonight?
Oh, Jimmy. As a matter of fact, you're sitting right here with me.
Jimmy, huddle. Just two guys having fun funneling each other.
Hey, Colin, did you hear that Anthony got divorced over vacation?
No, I read this whole scandalous thing. He's my hero now because it was some big three-way.
God damn. Colin was reading that too?
You're supposed to say GD.
Believe me, we're going to read the article, and it's quite saucy.
I read it. It was really quite enjoyable.
A little saucy.
Oh.
Who knew?
The real zinger.
Who knew?
Can you make reference to it on the show tonight, Colin?
Oh, I'll certainly try. I'd rather reenact it.
Isn't that why you brought in Brewer? So
Brewer's wife.
You, Norton, and Brewer. 3 men reenacting a threesome.
Is that true, Jim? We're going to reenact with you that threesome? Anthony's threesome he had once?
Once, twice, well.
Anthony's my idol for that one.
I'm not fessing up.
He's not?
No.
Yeah, I know. You had to close the case of music. Hey, let's keep that kind of smart out of court. I'd be saying, let's hear some details about my prowess. Instead, we don't have a couple of incidents with the tranny when I was 19 and I'm trying to cover up to this day.
That's what Ant said earlier. He's like,
thank God it played out like it did, and it wasn't like, oh my God, they're going to find out about the young boys. Or it's going to be in the paper that,
Exactly.
So, Anthony, when you had 3 men in the bed with you, like, how do you go back to work after that? Right? How did you, Colin?
Yeah.
Well, it was like,
you're very busy, aren't you?
Very Greco-Roman, I'll say that.
It's like the original Olympics. We were
Exactly.
A Greco-Roman joke today. Nice.
So, Norton, very, very funny last week. And look at that. He's been invited back.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Hey, what's the buzz you got going? Are they going to give you some more episodes?
Oh, who the hell knows?
Because how many were you signed for?
3.
We were signed for 3, which is the kind of vote of confidence I inspire in these people. And now, but I did notice something which I'm going to bring up on the air about Norton, is that he has Kid Rock's chin. And I don't mean that as a compliment.
Kid Rock's chin.
Yeah.
Isn't that non-existent?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no chin.
He has a terrible chin, and you get the same stubble growth as Kid Rock.
And the same hepatitis C.
You should have seen me to stop me trying to do like hepatitis C AIDS jokes about Pamela Lee. I was like, Jim, you only have 3 weeks. He doesn't care.
Look at you. Yeah, you got to be the responsible one.
I know. It's sad when I'm the yuppie of it.
Oh, they'll sink you in a second and just walk away like, oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. It's your life.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, it was a try, guys, right? Yeah, right.
You sunk it, you bastard.
And Rosie O'Donnell last week, Colin?
Yeah.
She did well. We're not. You know what? We've said it on the show many times. We're not big fans of Rosie, but she was cool on your show.
You're right.
She seemed like one of the boys. No, I mean, she was hanging and she was dishing out some blue material. I respect
little
that.
blue, little racy.
Sure, yeah.
Not as saucy as your stuff.
Not
Anthony.
as saucy as some testimony.
Tonight we're going to really let him have it, guys. Believe me. I mean, I don't want to push people once, but you really had a heck of a time. And believe me, if you can't watch us, at least watch Just Shoot Me beforehand. They're going to have some heavy stuff on there, I can imagine.
Quite provocative indeed.
When they get down and dirty on that show, I don't know what the hell to do.
Yes.
Hey, is Seinfeld going to throw you a bone tonight, Colin?
And come on?
Yeah.
No. In Los Angeles.
All right, I got to...
Gave a little compliment to the program.
Yeah, but I got to tell the fine folks something, man.
Yeah.
Colin and Seinfeld, a big friend of Colin.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been at the shows the last 2 Mondays. You'd think he would walk out on stage and help his pal Colin.
Oh, he's been there?
Just walk past Colin as he's doing his monologue and wave.
Like, oh, look at this
guy. Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, as you call him.
Jerry doesn't feel that the time is right. But Jerry says when the time is appropriate, he will make an appearance.
Ah, fascinating. Look, it's me. I'm walking on. I'm doing a walk on.
All right, where's Norton? We got to say hi to him.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot.
Colin. All right.
Best of luck.
Yeah, Colin Quinn show tonight on NBC. I forgot what time.
9:30, one of the most innovative programs on right now.
Hello?
Jim, I got to tell you something.
Is this Opie and my new favorite person alive?
How you doing, Norton?
Hey, hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm blessed.
Great.
Jim, you better be funny because we were supposed to talk about Anthony's divorce during this segment.
I'm supposed to read some saucy articles.
But it seems like you have perfect timing. You called.
Well, to be honest with you, I was going to do a really funny Pam Anderson Hep C joke, but, thanks to the host for gobbling that one up for me.
little too much over the line there.
Yeah, I just wanted to, look, dude, I just wanted to call people to encourage them to watch the show tonight. This has nothing to do with Town Hall April 18th.
Oh, God, I forgot about it over vacation.
Why don't you just write on your forehead tonight, Jim?
Dude, if I could get away with that, believe me, I would.
Yeah.
But I'd probably put a wow sticker because it's about us, not me.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
How was it working with Rosie?
You know what?
No, it was funny. You were making faces when Rosie was doing her thing because you were right in front of Rosie.
You know what? Rosie was really nice to me. I actually liked her because we were talking off air, and she was extremely nice to me.
Yeah.
I'm such a little wormy dirtbag.
Look at you kissing ass.
Jim, are you quitting our show now that you're hanging out with your new friends on the Colin Quinn show?
No, not at all. No, not at all. Until, it gets picked up. You don't burn bridges before the ones are built.
Bird in the hand.
What's that?
Bird in the hand.
What material are you doing today? Are you going to do some of that E.T. material?
No, first of all, you went and saw E.T., I know.
Yeah.
And that was perfect setup, by the way.
Yeah.
I have no desire to see it unless there's a different ending, and instead of going home, he's drowned in a bathtub in Houston. That's my only E.T. joke, and that probably won't get through the censors. The Pam Anderson joke was good.
What was that?
That she, it won't be funny now because we've already discussed it, but Pam Anderson wants to date a bad boy like Tommy Lee, and she gets Hep C. That's what you get. You could have went with a guy like me and had AIDS. And there's no way that's getting through the network censors.
Of course not. That's funny, though.
Colin just said, unless I can prove I had AIDS.
If it's based on
girls you could talk to have lost 40 pounds.
If it's based on some kind of fact,
I'm trying to show a different side of myself. I don't want to just do AIDS jokes.
Right.
I apologize.
That's why you're bringing the Hep C joke in.
Yeah,
That's nice.
You got to be varied.
Multifaceted diseases. Very good.
Norton, I'm catching up on the email because we were on break, and a lot of people just rave reviews for your appearance on Colin last week.
Yep.
It was. It's great to be able to be honest, to be able to do it material on television, man. Because any other network show would never allow you to even touch on terrorism or anything like that. And the only thing they're basically doing on Colin's show.
Wait a minute. Look at you, back to your clever self. Just don't say the C word. Is their line?
They have given
Colin?
so much freedom, which is material-wise, and everybody. As much as I don't like Keith and Patrice personally, the stuff they have is absolutely hilarious. And Joey Vega and Greg Giraldo, it's a great show.
Patrice doing the white guy thing the other night was hilarious.
It really was. And I wanted to look at him because he's not a good person.
Hey, so Brewer's helping you guys out tonight?
Yeah, they're working on a sketch. It's probably going to be on. The problem is with time. I know that there was time constraints last week, and that's a problem that they have this week, too. Just hard with live TV.
Yeah.
So you never know exactly what's going to happen on it because of the time.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a closing credit this week.
That would be nice.
What happened last week?
I think something just ran long, and again, with live TV, the TV people are not exactly very caring about artistic value. It's like, all right, it's over. Cut.
Right.
But Colin didn't care. Why do you need goodbye? I mean, you saw the sketches. Everything funny had been done. Why do you want to watch him waving? You've seen enough of him. His show just ends. That's the way it works. He gives you brilliantly funny material, and that's it. Go.
Jim, do you have anything on Ant's divorce? Because that's what we were supposed to talk about here.
No, I have nothing on. I wouldn't even have thought of writing a joke about Ant's divorce unless you guys brought it up. I'm not that comfortable in studio yet.
He'll have to be in here, I think.
That's all I could picture is mentioning. So, how about that divorce article and having Aunt look at me and Rose, well, I'm glad I have a mailing list. All right, guys. Have a good show, man. For those of you who watch, Colin wants to say one more thing. And,
yes.
And I don't really plug my own TV appearances because, who cares? But this one I just watched because, support Colin's show, man. This is like the one edgy guy on television. Everything else is just fluff and garbage. At least we can make fun of terror.
Yeah, I think we should all check it out tonight. 9:30 on NBC.
Let me put Sweetie back on the phone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sweetie.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Just the reason Anthony is a hero is not because he got two girls to do a freeway. Anyone can do that. It's that he got two girls to do a freeway while he was an air conditioner repairman.
Did that come out? Is that in the article, too?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, I missed that part. Very good,
You know how it is.
Colin, there's your opening joke.
Great. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.
All right, Colin.
Bye.
Colin Quinn tonight, 9:30 on NBC.
Yeah, support the show, because the last thing I want to see is Colin walking back into another OTP with his hot tips. You know what I mean? It's kind of, when we first saw Colin a while back on the streets.
We've seen him come full circle, yes?
I'm like, here's Colin Quinn, this guy SNL. I remember him from Remote Control, very funny comic.
Had a great run on SNL. Next thing you know, he's running out of the Brooklyn Diner to say hi.
Hey, Opie and Anthony, how you guys doing? Look, I got to get to OTP. I got a great tip. Oh, this thing's a winner, man. Go down, do it now. Don't tell no one. You push the odds down.
And then that Irish bar we did lunch at one day.
Yeah.
He happened to be in there.
He comes running back in to tell us the tip, and he's like,
That's a great tip. I only get the best tips. I would never tell anybody unless it was a good tip. Just don't tell anyone else. Push the odds down. I got to make a buck.
All right.
Jock shocks in court.
Oh, we have to take a break now.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Look, you know something?
You're running out of phone calls, dude.
At first, I was seeing people emailing and calling, and it was all good, clean, let's goof on Opie and Anthony because they're stretching this out kind of fun.
Right.
Now I am seeing genuine hatred of us for doing this.
We're going to blow off Colin?
No.
We didn't know he was calling there.
Come on.
It's not like we, plan this stuff.
Be patient, people.
It's not like we have a schedule in front of us. 5:20, talk about Ant's divorce. I mean,
yes.
Actually, you know what? We would do it right now, but look, Ben's freaking out. Ben, what's wrong?
I know.
Ben, what's wrong? We're late with commercials?
Commercials?
Look, he's saying and he means it.
Commercials.
Oh, you know what? Seriously, though, I wanted to finish up the Jim Norton thing. I wanted to play, it's like, what, a minute?
Yeah.
This was part of what Jim had to say on the Colin Quinn show. We're pretty proud of him last Monday night, and he's on tonight with Brewer and a bunch of the guys you know and love from this show. A lot of them on our show. Okay, here it is. Jim Norton from the Colin Quinn show.
Without forcing diversity, this next guy would be alone forever. Jim.
First of all, I'm starting to feel really guilty for mooing at her and her friend. Here's the problem I have with diversity. In theory, it's good. In practice, it sucks because it affects things like humor. All in the Family, brilliant show. You could never do that again today because the language wouldn't be accepted. Archie would get mad at Meathead. He'd call him a Polak. If you said that now, the next morning you'd have 10,000 Polish people outside protesting in front of the wrong network. And people really tend to allow you to address issues in films that you cannot address in humor. If you make a film about retarded people, it's acceptable. If you address it in humor, you're very insensitive. People will come up to you, don't make fun of retarded people, that's sick. Meanwhile, Tom Hanks runs around for 2.5 hours. I love you, Jenny. He's a genius. And why does every actor have to play a retarded guy? Tom Hanks did it, Sean Penn did it, Juliette Lewis did it, Keanu Reeves does it accidentally in every film.
Good job on the Colin Quinn show last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very funny.
Dude, that show, I think it's going to get picked up for the summer, which is originally, I hope, the plan. Colin, I'm not saying this because he's my friend, is probably my favorite comic to watch, and I have no mercy for the public if they don't respond to that show. The material they're letting him get away with.
I know. I was watching, just saying, there's no other show even trying to do stuff like this. It's a bunch of guys of various ethnic backgrounds goofing on each other and being politically incorrect, and it's funny.
Nick
really
DiPaolo,
funny.
is there a ruder man on earth anywhere?
I know.
No.
Isn't he just
He's the greatest.
despicable?
He's awful as a human. And he's like that off stage. I shut up the thing of them blacks. He's the greatest. He's funny, man. I love Nick. He's just miserable.
Oh, let's go to the phones. JR.
Funny.
Oh, and hey, what's doing?
What's up, JR?
Listen, I just want to say, commenting on the show, how comfortable Jim Norton looked last night.
Yeah, you looked a little uncomfortable last night.
He's got a radio face that'll go down in history.
No, you were comfortable doing your bits, but when you weren't doing your thing, man.
Oh, man.
You wanted to, like, walk off stage or something.
Dude, it's so weird to have...
Eye contact at its best.
It's so weird. Did I look in the camera at all? Because I was trying to...
Not even close.
No, you didn't.
Not even close to the camera.
You're not supposed to stare into the camera like a retard.
But you're supposed to talk like this. And
you want them to want you, Jim. You got to stare into that camera.
It looked like there was a 15-year-old girl in the front row that he was looking at.
You know what? It's funny you should say that. She was of age, I think, but she was very pretty.
Oh, really?
Look, wearing a skirt and sitting at that angle.
Oh, look what you're seeing.
But, dude, no, you know what it is? I'll tell you what the problem is. It's that the audience is not in the camera line, so natural instinct is to talk to the audience.
Right.
And the camera, I'm trying to make eye contact with it occasionally and go, hello, people at home, because, you know, there's millions of people at home.
Screw them.
I know, but...
What about that guy Patrice? He could have used a little more rehearsal, too, huh?
What, Patrice?
It was so funny that he figured... Patrice is really funny, but
Patrice is hilarious. Yeah, he forgot his line at the end of the show.
Shredded him. We all went out to dinner. Manny from the South took us all out, and we were just awful to him about it.
All right, Tools, I'm going to go blow myself on the radio.
Nervous creep. It was so great.
He just forgot what he wanted to say. What was the line? Help us out.
I was looking right at it while he was forgetting it. We have cue cards, obviously.
Oh, wait. He had a... oh, wow.
We all have cue cards in case
do the whole joke, because help us out here.
I think the joke
we can't read.
Poitier wearing the Oscar.
Oh, stop.
And he was like, relax. Oh, no, it's about Denzel winning. Relax, white people. Next year, Tom Hanks is going to win for playing a retarded gladiator with AIDS stranded on a desert island. Boom, 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 boom. Which got a huge laugh in dress rehearsal.
Right.
Killed. And then he's doing it, and he couldn't remember retarded. And I'm looking at Dummy's cue card, and I see retarded, and I'm thinking, do I help him? Nope. Let him sit there.
It made it really funny.
Hilarious.
Uncomfortableness is always a lot of fun.
That's great.
When it's not you.
It's live, you know? That's part of it that's great. You don't edit that out.
Classic. Anthony, what's going on?
I think quote of the night last night was when Colin introduced that Puerto Rican guy. This guy's even more Puerto Rican at the purple ruffled up shirt. I swear to God, man. That is. Come on, man. You can't get any better than that, man. That's Puerto Rican, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yo, hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Goodfellas?
Yeah.
The best part also about that scene was when De Niro goes, now you got to go dig the hole. And Pesci goes, what? I never dug a hole before?
Never dug a hole before?
And he gets a shovel and he gets up right there ready to do it. Like, no one's thinking about it. Take it easy, fellas. Hey, Norton, good luck, man. It'll be good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're going to lose Norton soon.
What can I say? I'm a good shot.
We're going to lose Norton to network TV soon.
The beauty of Colin is that he's so politically incorrect. The line about Halle Berry, I laughed every time I saw it. About her being, she wins the award, and it's only an Oscar, and she's giving her speech like she gave up her bus seat in Selma. She wouldn't give up the seat. Maybe it would be funny if I said it properly.
You stink.
That's why he hosts the show, and I do a 40-second snippet.
Pete, what's going on?
Hey, boy, I know and I love you, but I never see you on TV. You look like Lieutenant Dan with a crew cut and no chin.
Dude, of course I have a weak chin. People wonder why my act is the way it is, and then they see me and they go, wow, yeah, I saw you. Never you look good or, hey, you're cute. It was always, I saw you, ... Now you understand my act.
Hey, yo.
He was going to try to get you, I bet.
All right, cool. Hi, who's this? Hello, you. Got you now. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys? I just wanted to tell Norton he's hilarious.
Thanks, bud.
The only thing, you look like you seem to have misplaced your transsexual there at the end credits.
What? You know what? Someone else asked me, was I depressed? Whenever, people are saying goodnight at the end of the night, I've never been good at, smiling and waving at people.
Yeah. No one's just standing there alone, looking off into the distance.
That's what I do. I make a remark to Brewer and then maybe one to Colin. What am I going to say?
Thank you. You're hilarious, though, Norton. I just want to let you know.
Thank you. They should put a bag there so I could just kind of turn around confused with a tear-stained face.
Crinkle,
crinkling on the stage while everybody looks.
Dude, I was laughing so hard because I know you. You looked so uncomfortable on that stage.
Dude,
you just wanted someone to talk to in a normal way instead of the fake, let's make believe we're all just kind of having fun.
I did a film called Eros Freaks Anonymous, which has not been out yet, but it will be in theaters. And at the end, you have to do this scene where we're all happy, and I'm just not good at that.
Yeah.
I can't smile and jump ever.
No.
Ever. No, unless Ozzy's got his mule in my face, he's going, it's all yours. Then I'm throwing my arms in the air happily.
Yours. Hey, Zombo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, faggots?
Hey.
You don't look like a serial killer. Did you ever have progeria when you were a kid?
You know what?
Jeez, man.
You know, sir,
Norton's the oldest Progeria kid. Known to man.
Hey,
it's not appropriate, sir.
He's a 33-year-old Progeria kid. Progeria.
Hey, April 18th, Town Hall.
All right, very good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
God, you're getting killed. Dean, what's up?
Hey, how's it going,
I love this.
One of the best lines last night I heard was when they said they seen so many blacks walking out the door with gold with the surveillance video at Zales during the LA riot.
Yeah, Nick DiPaolo, that line had me in tears.
You were cool
Wow.
too.
There were a lot of great little lines on that show last night.
That was killer. Take care, guys.
All right, just a couple more and we'll move on here. Mo, what's up?
Yeah, I want to ask Norton, what's the deal with him and these chessboards all the time?
They actually just had that up, and for some reason that was part of the set. And the reason the week before we got screamed at because we took the chessboard upstairs to play a little chess. Could I have possibly made that less interesting? I don't think so. I'm sorry, sir. I should just say I don't know.
You killed anyway. They better pick that show up.
I hope so too, man. Colin deserves it.
Yeah, you don't have to really go off on a chess stories. Just hold their own. You really don't have to embellish them much, Norton.
I really am an ass with no instinct.
Why don't you just talk about paint drying?
And the pieces were in the bag.
It's a funny story. I'm playing chess and the rook falls over. And
I go to castle. The phone rings.
Grammy from Philly writes.
It's a portable phone.
Grammy from Philly writes on the instant feedback. I saw Norton on Colin Quinn last night. He looks like the kid on the bridge in Deliverance.
Oh, God. You know, is he poking fun at my appearance, or is that a good thing?
Who is that? The retarded child? The retarded guy playing the banjo?
Dude, can you handle this? Because the lines are...
Of course.
They're coming in like... this one's going to...
They're all making my point.
Jack, what's going on?
Hey, you know what it looks like? When Darth Vader was dying, he took off his lid.
Wow.
The wacky voice.
What did he say? My dog what?
If he just used his normal voice, it would have been a funny line.
What was the line?
He had to shuck it up a little bit there.
Huddle, huddle, yuck, yuck.
Why don't you call in as Nicholson?
Kyla, what's up?
Hi, it's Carla.
Okay.
I don't know what these people are talking about. I think Norton is adorable.
There you go.
Tinkle drinker at AOL.com. Thank you, Carla.
Okay. Well, I understand what he's saying about it at the end when you have to wave. Whenever I watch SNL on Comedy Central, they all look so retarded at the end when they're all jumping around. And
the music is playing, and they're chatting with each other. Yeah.
I've never been good at that, and it's not that I don't want to do it. I just don't know. I feel silly, and I just want to chat with somebody, and I figure, like, when are we going to be off air?
Yeah, I think it looks silly, so
all right.
I don't blame you.
All right, Carla, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
You could see him in his natural habitat on eatabullet.com. Perhaps you could do that.
What type of plug is that?
Matt, what's going on?
I'm stupid.
And I didn't get a picture with Rosie, by the way, who I did the show with the week before.
Yes, we didn't talk to you about that. How,
you know what, Rosie
was
really, really nice. We were just
really?
Yeah, we were just talking about lines and material. She was really nice, man.
You know something? I'm not coming out as a huge fan of Rosie O'Donnell, but I gotta say she showed some balls there with the going on O'Reilly. The O'Reilly factor. The O'Reilly factor. She was on there, you know, being pretty honest and taking some criticism, saying some stuff that she said probably was based a little more on emotion than real thought. I thought that was pretty open, pretty cool. Still think she's a tool. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I think we're going to be on Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly.
Do you even remember what we said?
Give me a free CD.
What?
Shut up.
Give me a free Ozzy CD, man.
What? Shut up.
He thinks you're giving away Ozzy CDs.
Yeah, what do you think we're doing, Matt?
He's giving away free Ozzy CDs, you silly faggot.
Oh, he's trying to do Frenchie?
Well, it says on the screen. It says on the screen, everyone...
Suck it, you faggot. Buffalo landfill rules.
You dumb rube. It says on the screen, everyone at my job is now impersonating Frenchie.
They just walk around saying that.
I drink beer until I pass out. Until I pass out.
and pass out, you faggot.
Hey, shut up. You can't curse. Even Frenchie knows that, and he's French.
Yeah.
But I did not curse.
No more cursing.
I promise.
All right, thank you.
Hey, how about a free CD?
Let's all stop with the wacky voices today, okay?
Yeah, what's with the wacky voice?
I got an email from a girl in Boston emailed me and said that some guy was walking around pretending that he was like Frenchie.
Really?
Yeah, and he said that he was actually Frenchie, that you and I were related. Aunt and I were related. Nice to know that mental patients are.
There you go. Yeah, well, some people do. What are you going to do?
All right, why don't we play the clip of Jim Norton from the Colin Quinn show?
Let's hear some Jim Norton.
What's wrong, Jim?
I have a weird aversion to hearing myself. I absolutely despise.
You're one of those people?
I hate it.
Do you watch yourself?
No, alone, only for learning purposes. This joke sucks. Why is this joke not working?
Really?
I really do. I'm
alone with your junk in your hand, just spanking it out?
Boy, who's that fat-headed? Oh.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to play the Oz game soon. We ready for the Oz game, Rick?
Just about.
All right.
And then we got to talk about Nixon.
Yes.
And Star Jones and other
faggots.
But first,
they're all faggots.
But first, it's Jim Norton from the Colin Quinn show last night.
Next, we have Jim, who looks like what the center of a Tootsie Pop must look like. And he has a chin like Kid Rock.
Here's the biggest thing I've noticed since the 11th. People are not tolerating bad behavior on flights anymore. A guy on a flight recently charged the cockpit. The captain opened the door, hit him in the head with an axe. That's the guy I want flying my plane. That's called handling the situation. Open the door. Open the door. All right. Whack. Back to your seat. You now have an aisle and a window. And 2 guys were arrested when they landed in New York because 5 times during the flight, they got up and ran to the bathroom together. Turns out they were not terrorists. They admitted they had been running to the bathroom to smoke crack and have sex with each other. And a real sign of the times is you hear that and you go, for a second there, I thought there was a problem. Thank God they're just gay crackheads.